What's up, mama? You want right now? Hold on. Yeah!
Mama told me when I was young, who sat beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say, and if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. what you need is in your soul. And you can do this, babe, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, yes, I will. Oh, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh babe, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Baby, be a simple man. Oh, be something you love and understand.
You need cooling, baby. I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling, way down inside. Honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. 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 You've been learning, baby. I've been learning. All that good time, baby, baby. I've been learning. Way, way down inside, honey, you need I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
Good evening. Can everybody hear me all right? Sam, can you give that a little more volume? All right. I think we're good. Good evening. Welcome back. and welcome to the 2020-2021 Spring Sports Awards. Thank you for coming out, and for those of you that don't know me, my name is Paul Lance, and I'm proud to be the athletic director here at Towanda High School. At this time, I will introduce our teams. Boys tennis. And you can give them a round of applause as they enter. Girls track and field. Boys track and field. Baseball. And softball. So I'm going to give our normal reminders out. We just ask that you stick around for the entire awards ceremony and give all the teams and athletes the respect that they deserve. Following the awards, our award winners will come up to the stage for pictures. Unfortunately, tonight I'm trying to get you out of here as quickly as we can so there's no refreshments or anything after. First, I want to thank everybody for their unselfishness and how much time that they give to our programs. Hires Busing, Peppers Busing, and Kay McNeil for everything, especially with the crazy changes that we had on a daily basis this year. And we experienced a lot of craziness. Normally we have weather. This year we got weather, we get COVID. We don't know whether we're in school, out of school. So thank you for everybody. Thank you to our coaches and our athletes for being as flexible as they could be this year. I want to thank the Booster Club and its members for everything that they do. A huge thank you to our coaches who sacrifice time to coach our kids and give up that time up from their family to do what they do. Most importantly, I think I want to thank you parents for your never-ending support and assistance making our sports programs successful. Athletes, be sure that you thank your parents for everything that they do to support you through each season. So please give yourselves a hand. At this time, I'd like to take the time to recognize our senior parents. So I'll ask the coaches as they come across here. I'll ask the athlete, I'll announce you, please come up front, grab your parents, bring them up front here, and we will present you with the Towanda Rose. So for boys tennis, Jaden Wise. I'll give it to you. Take it right down to them. Girls track. Aaron Barrett. No, go right down here with them. We're going to stay right down there. You guys come right up here, parents and athletes right up here. Coach, I'll give you the whole bag. So, Ava Gannon. Sailor George. Mira Nielsen. Madison Nonamaker. McKenna Schaefer. Olivia Sparbani. And Blaze Wood. Boys track, we have Logan Anderson. Cody Griffith. Steele Hartman. Alex Perez. Nick Place. John Schoonover. And Drake Worthington. Our baseball seniors, Haven Benjamin Fee. He's got them down there. Mason Johnson. Evan Johnson. Will Pitcher. And Ethan Sparrow. Our softball seniors, Shay Ackley. Sage Greenland. And Lizzie Matera. Please give our seniors and their parents one more round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, coaches. At this time, I would like to introduce Coach Lucy Snyder and Coach Sabrina Taylor with boys tennis.
Good evening, family, friends, and parents. First, I'd like to introduce Sabrina Taylor, who is my co-coach. Sabrina and I have worked together for about 3 years with the girls, and this is the first year with the boys. Well, that's good. They came up on their own. I don't even have to tell them to come up. Wonderful instructions. Okay. This year was the first year with the boys, and of course with COVID they didn't have last year's season, so we had no clue what we were going to get. As it turns out, we had 2 returners who played their freshman year, played a little bit in their sophomore year, of course didn't play at all last year. So technically you're looking at a brand new team up here with the first 2 who played about a season and a half. So, and you're going to hear that repeatedly tonight with the, baseball and softball and so forth, just because everything was eliminated last year. First of all, let me get my thank yous out of the way. Thank you to the administration for, first of all, allowing us to have a season and doing such a wonderful job with the COVID protocols. Okay. The kids were very willing to wear their masks. They were very willing to do their social distancing. Of course, on the bus, when you only have this many students, you can put them in every other seat. They were very good about that. Even coming off of the courts and so forth, immediately when they came off the courts, they had to be wearing their masks and so forth. They did an outstanding job. Okay. Frank Heyer, of course, bus driver, he mentioned him, and particularly, Paul Lance. I can't even imagine doing his job this year with the rescheduling and the rescheduling and the rescheduling of all of between not having school for 2 or 3 days because of COVID, and then taking those matches and rescheduling, and then not having COVID again for another couple days and rescheduling and so forth. Did an outstanding job. Mostly thank you for the parents who put up again with everything, with all the schedule changes, with making sure the kids are at the matches, for sitting at the matches when it's hot, when it's cold, when it's freezing, when it's snowing, and encouraging the kids, even though you had no clue how to keep score in the game of tennis. So we thank you very much. First of all, let me introduce each of these. I hope they're in order here. If you're not, play roulette here and move around. Our senior here at the beginning is Jaden Weiss. Junior, Dejan Irigoyen. Do not make me spell that, but I did pronounce it right, I think. Ryan Alderfer, who is a sophomore. By the way, Dejan is a junior. Ryan is a sophomore. Sophomore Luke Tavani. Sophomore Aiden Hennessy. Sophomore Ryan O'Connor. Sophomore Nate Spencer. And our only little freshman, Ethan Dillman, who is the tallest one in the center, I think. So again, essentially a new team. This year we played what we call a 3-2 format. We're not used to playing that. We've never played that really. We always played what we call a 5-2 format. 5-2 means you play your first 5 singles, you play 2 doubles, you repeat some of your players. And you can win a lot of matches that way because you play your first 5 and then you play your 4 top players, you win some matches. This year we went to a 3-2 format, which meant we played 3 singles, 2 doubles with no repeats. Okay. So the top 3 played, and then you took the next 2 and played doubles, and the next 2 and played doubles. By the time we're down to our 7th and 8th player, I've got players down at that level who can't play that well, and it becomes a real safety issue. When they're playing all seniors and they're playing teams that are much more experienced, that have 28 and 30 people on the team, they have a junior and varsity and a varsity, those kids will pummel my kids. Our kids did really well this year. They took the bull by the horns and said, we're going to play. We're going to get right out there and take our punishment if we have to. So they did a really nice job. We sent Jaden and Dejan to our singles districts. We sent to doubles Jaden and Dejan and Ryan and Ethan. No. Oh, it was just you two. That's right. That's right. We didn't take a second doubles because of COVID. And we went to team districts, which is very unusual. The boys haven't gone to team districts in a while. And that's where a whole team goes and plays another whole team. It was nice. We finished our season with a 10-4 record. And Dajan finished in the first spot with a record of 11-7. Dajan played in our number 2 spot and ended the season with a 9-6 record. And Ryan played in our number 3 position with a 10-8 record. Again, when they started playing this year, I really thought we were going to have a losing record. I really didn't even imagine a 10-4 record.
We had a lot of fun watching them.
We did. We had a great time this year watching them. This was probably one of the most unique teams I've ever coached, and I've been coaching for a long time. I'm old. I've been coaching for a long time. 75% of all those playing had to step up and play at the varsity level. When you only have 8, they're all varsity. Okay? Typically, you don't play varsity until you're about a junior and senior. Again, 5 of these players had to step up. We are, at the beginning of the season, the boys were playing what they call duck and hide. Duck means you duck and you hide behind the net because the other opponents were very good. And they actually target you. And that's not, and everyone says, what do you mean target? You can't target. Yes, you can. In the game of tennis, if you've ever watched it, one of the techniques is to target the opponent. And like I said, it became a safety issue when you have kids who don't play that well, and then you have other players who have been playing for 4 years straight. They're seniors, they're big guys, and they're strong guys. They would target my kids. And at the beginning of the season, it was like duck. Just duck and hide and get away from them. If you have to, move back. By the end of the season, there was no ducking and hiding. It was amazing to watch it. They were standing right up there, and they were returning a lot of balls. It was interesting. Okay. Let's go on to the awards. Their certificate of participation this year goes to Nate Spencer. Earning letters this year, I'll try and go in order there. Is that Aiden? Aiden? Oh, you got Aiden? Okay. Jaden Weiss. Oh, Dajan, sorry. They all sound the same. Ryan Aldifer. Luke Tavani. Ethan? No, Ethan? And Ryan O'Connor? Aiden Hennessy? And our senior, Jaden Weiss. The most improved player, it was very difficult, because everyone had improved so much. It was just outstanding. There were some parents who were sitting there and hadn't seen the kids play in a couple matches and came back and said, this is not the same team you put out here 2 weeks ago. I said, yeah, it is the same team. Improved immensely. This young man played the duck and hide game. He was also, you know how they use that phrase, fish out of water? He was like flopping around all over the place out there. He was like a fish out of water, and we couldn't get him to hold the racket right. We couldn't get him to do the shots right. And then all of a sudden, bing, this little light went off in his head. And all of a sudden, he got it. And there was no duck and hide. And you did not get your balls hit back anywhere close to him at the net, because he was deadly. Most improved player this year is Aiden Hennessy. We're looking forward to getting him back next year. He's going to be a strong player. Okay. The Booster Club Award, voted on the teammate and peers. He is a team player. He sets an example of dedication, support, boosting the morale of all the other team members. He was also one of our co-captains. Booster Club Award goes to Jaden Weiss. The Coaches Award, Sabrina and I went round and round and round on this one, and we finally decided that there wasn't just one player. We had to give it to two. Okay. These players are coachable, cooperative, contribute to the team effort. When our number 2 player resigned, both of these guys were asked to step up, and one in particular was asked to step up going from doubles to singles, and that's a huge step. They, again, had winning records. They did an outstanding job for us. Coaches Award goes to Dejan Irigoyen and Ryan Altifer. The Outstanding Player of the Year, this is a player that contributes not only as an individual but as a team player. He's a gracious winner, he's a gracious loser. He doesn't necessarily have a winning record, but is valued for his capacity as a leader. Repeatedly, I heard this year that he was just a superb young man, is what I heard, almost at every match. And he really is. He was great on the court. A lot of times on the changeover, he was out there, which you don't see a lot in tennis, talking to the opponent. The opponents respected him, and a lot of the players came up and said they really respected him and thought he was a good player. Outstanding Player of the Year is Jaden Weiss. Both Sabrina and I, again, would like to thank the players' families for your patience and understanding in allowing us to instruct, guide, and mentor your child this season. We're looking forward to getting them back next season. We hope that we can see them over the summer. We look forward to, again, next season. Next up will be Mark Vale with the track and field team. Thanks, guys.
Pull the trigger, ride the bullet, cut the cord wrapped around your neck. Hanging by threads, hands bleeding. Hit your glory, write your story, seize the moment, no regrets. Our name in stone forevermore. We want more, we want more, we want more. It's our time to shoot the stars. We ain't gonna stop till the world is ours. It's landslide, rocks below, ready to rise, ready to roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Telling history, let's go, let's go, let's go. Be legendary. Be legendary. Be legendary. Fight the power, school the doubters. They don't know how we roll. Keep an eye out, watch it back now. We coming for the crown. More, we want more, we want more, we want more. It's our time to shoot the stars. We ain't gonna stop till the world is.
Good evening. A couple people I want to thank first before we start. Want to thank Mark Gannon, one of my assistant coaches, Barbie Elliott, Coach Vaughn, Lloyd Vaughn, Tyler Spencer, who could not be here tonight with us, and Connie Tice or Dr. Sweet, who could not be with us either. I'd also like to thank Mr. Lance for being our athletic director and helping our team out and helping me out with things throughout the year. As we know, it was a heck of a year. Rebecca Stanfield, our principal, want to really thank her. She was very supportive of our team and all the athletes on it. And also Dennis Peachy, our superintendent. He organized up a couple things at the end of the year for us, which were very nice. And also I'd like to thank Marissa Mowry, who's the Central Treasury Secretary for the high school. She really helped us out a lot this year, helped me out a lot by taking phone calls and getting some paperwork around me, and I really appreciated that from her. We're going to start off with the boys. So boys, come on up. What's that?
Do you want me to tell Vi that now? Let her know that.
Yeah. Because when do I give that?
You'll call her up when you're at the end of your stuff.
Right.
And she will.
Okay. Boys. Does Nick have a flower in his ear? What's wrong with him? Boys had a good season. 8 wins, 4 losses. We had 10 district qualifiers. Mr. Lambert, if you could step out for us for a second. Logan took 3rd in the triple jump and just barely missed making to states. He had a great day that day. Nick Place and Mr. Mosier both did very well in the pole vault. We also had some boys make the semifinals, running 11.6. Mr. West, Ryan West, if you could stand out, Ryan. A heck of a time. That's one of the fastest guys that I've coached. And then we also had Logan Lambert made the semifinals in the 110 hurdles, a very difficult event. So, like I said before, it was a difficult year. A lot of missed time. We had 2 days of practice, and we went 2 weeks with nothing. And then during the season, we had kids getting quarantined left and right. No NTL track meet per se. It was all based on a regular season. We took 3rd overall in the season with our record of 11-4. But I was very proud of them. We have a great, nice group of young men up here, and how about just a round of applause for sticking it out? I'm going to start off with our participation, then the letter awards. I know Tyler is not here. Shannon Bump. Eric McGee. Mitchell Mosier. Justin Schoonover. Mr. Schroeder. Mr. Spencer. Mr. Weinman. Mr. West Michael. And Ryan West. Oh, thank you. Mr. Anderson is not here. Cody's not here. Steele is not here. Mr. Perez. He's not here. Mr. Place.
Dude, is that our thing?
Thanks, Tanner.
All right, thank you.
John Schoonover.
Thank you.
And the guy with probably the longest name that I've ever had.
Oh my, that's you.
Drake Mason Eugene Worthington.
Oh, yes.
Oh, let's start off with. So I don't have to walk anymore because I'm getting a little older. I'm going to have you come down to here. This award is going to go to our male pole vaulter, and it's going to go to Nick Place. This is going to go to our outstanding male thrower and Alex Perez. Outstanding male jumper award is going to go to Logan Lambert. Outstanding male hurdler is going to go to Logan Lambert. Outstanding male runner is going to go to Justin Schoonover. And I'm going to give out 2 male coaching awards. The first one is going to go to a young man who played tackle for us on the football team, but ended up being one of the fastest guys in the league. And his name is John Schoonover. And the next coaching award I'm going to give to, I called him up on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. We were going to run, no, I called him up on a Wednesday. We're going to run on a Saturday, and because we need another leg for the 4x1, and he was in the car and on the track within 10 minutes, and it's going to go to Mason Hartman. And befitting, since everyone was always yelling his name all the time, the Booster Club Award is going to go to John Schoonover. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boys track and field team. All right. You can hug me later. You're getting a look from Gigi right now. It's not a good one. Girls, come on up. The girls had a great season with everything that happened. I'm not just talking the end of the season, but throughout the whole season, they had a really great season. They had 8 wins. They had 3 losses, 2 of them combined by 3 points, and 1 tie. In the loss, the larger number loss to Troy, we were missing 3 girls in that meet. So it was a great season for us. Our 1 tie came against the team that won the overall title, Athens. So I was really proud of the girls. A lot of senior leadership. Just a joy to coach, just like the boys. Just a really nice group of kids, and I'm really proud of them. And how about a round of applause real quick for them? So we had 14 district qualifiers out of this group. Our 4x4 team of Mira Nielsen, Portia Bennett, Kelsey Ellen Smith, and Kelsey Carl took 7th in the 4x4. Portia Bennett took 7th in the open 400. She won the high jump, we know that. And she took 8th in the long jump. So we had a great day that day. That Thursday and that Saturday, we had a really good day and really nice weather for it too. I'm going to give out our participation awards first and then into the letters. Sierra is not here. Is Sydney here? No. Gretchen Brown. Lily is not here. Kaylee's not here. Veronica. And our letters, Kelsey Allen Smith. Oh, I'm sorry. Her middle name is May. Portia Lynn Bennett. Taylor Diane Brennan. Kelsey Renee Carl. Where's Kelsey? Your full name? I don't know. You should be proud of your full name. I'm proud of my full name. Gracie Carter. Eliza Fowler. Miss Lampier's not here. Molly Markham. Lily May is not here. Caitlin is not here. I don't think Madison's not here either. Hannah Rish is not here. Liza, we don't have to like Boy, Liza, sorry, Mira ran the first 100. That's right, that I quit. Hannah Rick. And Miss Strickland. Congratulations. I misspoke about the 4x4. Miss Fowler ran in Mira Nielsen's place. In the senior letters, Ava Gannon. Olivia Spartani. Kenna Schaefer. Aaron Barrett. Sailor George. Female Pole Vaulting Award is going to go to Olivia Sparbani. The Outstanding Female Hurdler Award is going to go to Hannah Rick. Outstanding Female Runner is going to go to McKenna Schaefer. Outstanding Female Thrower is going to go to Erin Barrett. Female Coaches Award is going to go to a young lady who, when we asked her to do any event, she actually said, yes, I will try it. And it's going to go to Kelsey Carl. The Booster Club Award, very fitting. She really took a really nice leadership role this year. We started practice on time. She was always there to get us going. It goes to McKenna Schaefer. We got one last one. Step out. Come on. So, 5'7". I took my 5th grade class up to watch her practice, and my girl, or 4th grade class, my girls were absolutely amazed at how high she was jumping. And just a real pleasure to have her on our team. Her teammates love her. We love her as coaches. The 6th grade field trip to Camp Brule just got back. I had 4 people come up to me and say, what a nice young lady this girl is. And with my pleasure, Outstanding Female Jumper, Portia Bennett. All right, so how about another round of applause for our young ladies? Okay, girls. Do you want me to introduce you? So we have an award that goes out at the end of my stuff, our stuff, and it's the Pardo Award, and Ms. Kozer is going to come up and present the award. Yeah, we already know.
Relief to get this off.
Absolutely.
Sometimes your fingers just don't want to work. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to give out the Michael Pardo Award. Mike graduated, as a matter of fact, 40 years ago today. And he loved sports. He had a great attitude, always willing to go that extra mile to help others. Mike was enthusiastic, very competitive, always accepted people as they were, and he was a joy to be around. He passed away on August 23rd, 1994. Mike had such a wonderful spirit for love, home, family, and community. That is the reason our family decided that the best way to honor Mike's memory was to give a trophy to the person or persons
female or male, and perhaps both, but best exemplified the team spirit on the track and field team. Mike loved baseball, but track he could not get enough of. Our family wrote up the criteria for this award to fit Mike. We asked that those who received this award to have the following qualifications: to be cooperative, have a positive and cheerful attitude, be willing to help their teammates and the coaches, to provide enthusiasm and encouragement to the rest of the team, must adhere to the school's code of conduct and the team rules, accept others and their beliefs without prejudice, and be willing to help the track program in any way that he or she can. With these qualifications, we felt as a family that you have a person that is not only a joy to be around, but is a well-rounded individual to start out in the working world of today. Paul Wentz is the athletic director for the high school and is the person responsible for the display case. Paul, will you please come forward to accept the plaque for the school? This was Mike's original statue here, and Mike was very, very dependable. And the one thing that I always felt with my children, they needed to be themselves. So I will hand that to you, and would you give me his award, please?
It's Zoe Lamphere.
Yes. So I am proud to announce that the 26th recipient, because we didn't have this last year, of the Mike Pardo Team Spirit Award is a person who is a very hard worker and who loves track and field. This year, our recipient loves being a big part of the team, who enjoys working with the team and the coaches. I would love to say that Zoe Lamphere could not be here tonight. I just found that out just a few minutes ago. But I want her to know too that I am very proud of her. And this is her award that Paul will make sure that she gets.
Thank you.
The one thing that I have always enjoyed doing is saying something to our senior class that's very important to them. And something that I told each one of my children when they started in 9th grade is that 4 years from now, you will be facing the world. So you need to work towards setting your goals and achieving them. Start at the bottom of the ladder. First of all, you must build a foundation. Climb each step, one at a time, until you have achieved that goal. And as we noticed tonight, we had plenty of those that did that. Your life is a journey, and dreams will lead the way. Your dreams are the voice of your wisdom. And please don't ever forget that. Your dreams are the voice of your wisdom. Believe in your hopes, your desires, and believe in yourself every step of the way. Yes, life is a journey, and your high school days are almost behind you. Another part of your life's journey is about to begin. If you have prepared yourself, you are on your way to a bright and promising future. To you undergraduates, work on 5 contributors to a good life. Good character, be dependable. Always remember service to home and community. Practice your leadership abilities and don't be afraid. Always remember the patriotism to God and country. From our family, thank you, parents, for supporting your children and the children of others. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure now to introduce Coach Carl Rafen, boys baseball.
Target on my back, lone survivor last. They got me in the sights. No surrender, no trigger, fingers go. Living the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day when I wake, I'm trying to get up, they're knocking me down. Hey, 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 when I need to be saved, you're making me strong, you're making me stand. Shot like a rocket up into the sky. Nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible. Earthquake powerful. Just like a tidal wave. You make me brave. You're my titanium fight song. Raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me? 'Cause I'm. Who can stop me tonight? You make me feel invincible. I feel it. Invincible. I feel it. Invincible. Here we go again. I will not give in. I've got a reason to fight. Every day we choose, we might win or lose. This is the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day when I wake, they say that I'm gone, they say that they've won.
Okay. Okay, just to kind of piggyback on what all the other coaches have said, I'd like to thank the administration. It was a tough year, like they said, rescheduling games, busing, all that stuff. It was a crazy, crazy season. So thanks to Paul and all the administrators that made our season possible. It was a tough year, no doubt, with everything going on with the COVID and stuff. When I was looking back at our stat sheets and things like that, we kind of got buggered pretty good with quarantines and different things. It wasn't until the 13th game of the season that we had what we anticipated to be our starting lineup in the game at the same time. So from the first game to the 13th game, we never had a consistent lineup. And it kind of showed. That on top of not playing baseball last year, we scuffled a little bit in the beginning of the season. Our record on the year was 5-15. At one point, we were 1-13, I believe. So the last 2 weeks of the season, we played some pretty good baseball. We finished 4-2 over our last 6 games. We beat Montgomery, which was a district qualifying team. We beat Wyalusing, which was a district qualifying team. We had Elk Lake, who was a district qualifying team, on the ropes our last game of the year. So we did improve throughout the year. For us, it was kind of just one bad inning every game. And the battle cry all year was just to play a complete game. And when we had that bad inning, the goal was to always kind of limit the damage. And as the season went on, we were able to do that, and we were able to put ourselves in a little bit of a position to win games down the stretch. And when the season ended, we were playing pretty good baseball. So a lot of credit to the kids. They could have, packed their bags and cashed it in early in the year when things weren't going well. But to their credit, they worked hard, and we continue to try to improve each and every game, and was really proud of the effort they gave at the end of the year. Also, a great group of kids to be around. As far as we do a lot of things community service oriented. We did some things with the veterans this year where we put flags on the gravestones. For Memorial Day, we went up to the VFW and did some cleanup around their pavilion. We did some stuff with CHOP. So whenever we did things like that, the turnout from the kids was great. And it made it really easy. We weren't scrounging to get people and stuff. There was always a good number of kids to help do that. So very appreciative of those efforts as well. Kind of our signature win of the year, I guess, was Wyalusing. They were a pretty good team. They have a potential Division I pitcher down there who throws pretty hard, probably the hardest thrower we saw all year. We're close to it. He had beaten us earlier in the year. At the end of the year, we were able to get to him in the 7th inning, and we had literally a walk-off win where he walked in the winning run. We got him rattled a little bit and did a really nice job. So that was probably our biggest win of the year. So that's always nice to beat up on Wyalusing. Saying that now, I can say it. 20 years ago, I might not have said that, but it is nice. So that was our signature win of the year. A couple notable things with our players this year, and like I said, we had guys out all year long. So one neat thing that happened was that senior Ethan Sparrow, and I don't ever remember this happening in the 22 years that I've coached, played all 9 positions on the field at some point in the season. So I don't know that that's ever happened. So one, we were really under the gun a lot where we were really stretched thin with players. But for 2, that says a lot about Ethan's ability to kind of just plug them in anywhere and say, all right, I think against Canton, we were down, Logan, our catcher, was out, and then our backup catcher was out. Our 3rd string catcher was out. And it was one of those deals where we just said, who can catch? Who's capable of catching? He said, I haven't done it since Little League, but I'll try. And it was a cold, miserable game, not the kind of game you'd want to jump behind the plate for the first time in 5 or 6 years. And he went back and did a great job, and then he had to catch the next game. I think he threw a kid out and did a really good job. So that was pretty cool. What else happened? I was really happy that Evan Johnson came out for the baseball team this year as a senior. It was a great addition to the team, a great addition. Happy for him because he kind of had a disappointing wrestling season where he had some concussion issues and things like that, and he expressed some interest in playing baseball, and he hadn't played since Little League, I don't think. And he came right in and was a great leader on the team, real vocal, the kind of kid we needed to have on the team. And actually got voted team captain, so that says a lot about his character and the kind of person he is to come in as a 1-year player and get voted as a captain by his peers. So really glad that he came out for the team this year. Told him after the season, wish we would have had him for 4 years, but hey, we'll take 1. It was great, and we're having a lot of fun this year in Legion, so he'll get to play some stuff other than catcher. The other thing that was great was Mason Johnson. Had a really tough senior year in football there. First play of the year, he tore his ACL. He wasn't able to play basketball. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to play baseball, and really happy that he got cleared right before the season and was able to play a full baseball season kind of injury-free. Didn't have really any issues with it, which is a testament to him because if you've ever torn an ACL, that's not something that you can just roll out of bed and run and do all that stuff again. But he did it and did a great job of it. So those were some highlights of our season. I know that the win-loss record wasn't there, but it was a fun season, a fun group of kids to be around. I told them quite often that they were a lot of work, but at the same time, they're a lot of fun to be around. So that's our season in a nutshell. I'll start off by doing the certificates. I think I have our managers here. Of course, I can't find it. Where's our softball? Or where's our, here we go. Statistician Mara Delarie. I don't know if Mara's here. Another stat girl, Veronica Labor. I'm not sure if Veronica made it tonight. No? Okay. Didn't make it. Other participants this year, another senior that decided to come out as a senior, Dempsey Flynn. Came out as a senior. Wish we would have had him for 4 years. Dempsey was a participant. Austin Fowler. Zane McCarthy. Did Zane not make it? Zane, no. Carson Watkins. And Zane McPeak. I'm not sure if I saw Zane. Those were our participants. All right, our letter winners. And you guys, I have pictures also to give you guys, your participants. I don't know where Maribeth is. That's Maribeth. Okay. Letter winners, senior statistician Maribeth Boardman. Okay. Aaron Bardell. We'll get these out afterwards. Just give them that for now. Alex Bowman. I don't believe is here. Junior Octavius Chacona. Junior Garrett Chapman. Sophomore Owen Clark. And junior Chase Parker. Oh wait, there's other ones I didn't say. Where's the rest of them? Who else didn't get them? Haven Benjamin Fee. There's another, I don't know where that is. It's not great. Our seniors. Will Pitcher. I don't know where the things are. Oh, okay, I got you. Ethan Sparrow. Evan Johnson. And Mason Johnson.
Thank you.
Did I call you Logan? I'm sorry. Evan Johnson. I don't know why I do that all the time. Once I get something stuck in my head, Oh, I didn't do it in this part. Okay. I did it all year. I'm surprised you didn't punch me. And if you would have, it would have been okay. Okay, so we have a few awards to give out. I'm going to announce the winner and then just talk about it really quick. Let's see. All right, so our first award that we give out is our Most Improved Player Award. This year, the Most Improved Player goes to Garrett Chapman. Garrett was a kid we planned on just plugging into second base this year and letting him play, and like I said, we were stretched thin all the time. He had to play a lot of third base out of position, never complained. Bumped around the lineup from anywhere from 7th in the lineup to 2nd in the lineup. Ended up beating Montgomery at the end of the year. He got his first varsity win against Troy earlier in the year, so he was 2-0 pitching. So he really exceeded our expectations this year and did a really nice job. Let's see, our next one is our Defensive Player of the Year. Our Defensive Player of the Year this year is Haven Benjamin Fee. Haven was our center fielder. He did miss a few games because of different quarantines and things like that, but he did not have an error on the season. He had 35 total chances. He had 3 assists, which means I think he threw 2 guys out at home plate and a guy at second base? Huh? Third base. So threw 2 guys out at home and a guy at third base. Played just a really steady center field for us. If the ball went up in the air in the gaps, that we knew that there was a pretty good chance he was going to track it down. So really solid. So good job, Haven. Our Offensive Player of the Year has some gaudy stats, and that is Chase Parker. Chase unfortunately missed 8 games due to that virus and everything. So he only got to play in 12 games, but in 44 plate appearances, he had 17 hits. He had a .447 average. He had 10 RBIs, scored 9 runs, walked 6 times, and only struck out 3 times in 38 plate appearances. So he had a really nice offensive season, consistent. So I'm sure if he'd been there for 20 years, his numbers would have played pretty similarly. So we look for big things from Chase next year. The next one is our Booster Club Award, and from years of listening to Bill Sexton give this speech and things like that, he always said that he felt that was the most important award because it's one that's voted on by your peers, okay, and it's basically given to the person who best exemplifies being a team player. This year, the Booster Club Award goes to Evan Johnson. Like I said, for a guy that only had been around the program for 1 year, he was definitely not afraid to tell people to pick it up and hustle and get on people when they needed to. So it's nice to have a guy like that. And our final award is another one that is a pretty big award. It's the Cecil Ingrick Memorial Award. Again, I listened to Bill Sexton give this speech for years, but Red Ingrick was a guy who was really committed to community service. He was a guy that could always be found around the baseball and softball fields, getting the fields ready for games. You know, no one asking him to, just kind of gave himself. Liked being around the kids, liked doing community type things. And let's see, what are I got it right here. So it's given to the senior who exhibits qualities of sportsmanship, leadership, and dedication to a team accomplishment. They are recognized for their outstanding leadership qualities on and off the field. This guy was always at anything we did off the field, really worked hard at practice, things like that. And this year, our Cecil Ingrick Award, Memorial Award winner is Mason Johnson. Okay, so that about wraps it up. I'd like to say, again, thanks to our seniors that are leaving for everything you did. Our underclassmen, I think we're going to turn the corner over the next couple years. Keep your heads up, keep working hard. Thank you to the parents, and thank you to everyone that supported Towanda baseball this year. You guys are good. At this time, I'd like to announce Caitlin Dorner, girls softball coach. Hey, these certificates I'll just give you, because these weren't, they're with the letters, but they weren't with this other stuff. I'll get you guys afterwards. They're pictures, team picture.
Go hard today. The past is the past, you know. About the past, 'cause that was yesterday. It's a new day, bro. I'ma put it on my line, 'cause it's gotta do it now. Gotta stay on my grind, 'cause it's my time. My time, my time. If you with me, let me hear you say. This what we've been waiting for right here, y'all. This moment right here. It's my time. Come on. The brothers. Guess what time it is? My time. You can check your iPhone. Better say it's our time. I don't even need a watch. I don't even see a clock. Soon as I walk in, it feel like me o'clock. Yeah, me o'clock. Every time my checks don't measure up and try to blame the Pyrex. I'ma do it bigger than a 5X. Can't ride with a L, so I don't drive Lex. Game so biggery, so full of trickery. Nursery.
I'd like to start by thanking my coaching staff, the parents for helping with any fundraisers, especially our big pink game that we did. You guys were a great help and it wouldn't have been possible without you. The bus drivers, Rebecca Stanfield for purchasing lunch for our team on our two-game Saturday that we had early on in the season, and Paul Lance. It wouldn't be possible without any of these people, so thank you all so much. 2021 was definitely a unique season for all of the spring sports teams. We lost a season last year, and I think we all knew that as coaches, we had a lot of catching up to do this season to make up for the time that we did lose last year. This season, we played in a lot of close games, and by close, I mean it's the sixth inning, the score is tied kind of game. The Towanda Lady Knights softball team had a lot of fight in them this year. We went out and played in some tough nail-biter games, and this team was definitely a fighting team that was not to be underestimated by any team in the league. We ended up finishing the season with an 8-11 record, but I really don't think that's a reflection of what kind of team we are. We really grew a lot this year. We played some great games and really fought hard in those games. I'd have to say probably our main highlight this season was beating Wyalusing, and it sure was a sweet, sweet victory. Overall, our record may not show it, but we definitely had a season full of successes this year. We grew a lot as a team, and I'm excited to see where we go in the years to come. We really have some great players on this team, and I look forward to recognizing them this evening. I'd first like to recognize all players receiving the Participation Award. Maya Savercool. And Ashlyn Vargason. Next, I would like to recognize the varsity letter recipients. First, we have Jocelyn Bennett. Athena Chacona. Shaylee Greenland. Haley Kapachak. Don't believe she's here. Maddie Maynard. Addie Maynard. Bree Overpeck. And Paige Perry. Last, we have our senior varsity letter recipients. First is Shaylee Ackley. Sage Greenland. And Lizzie Matera. So our first award is our offensive player. And this season we were solid as a team in the box, but this player did exceptionally well at the plate this year. This player batted in the heart of our lineup for the entire season and led the team with a total of 34 hits and a .507 batting average. She ended the season with 10 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, and 16 RBIs. She always kept you on her toes with her off-the-wall questions or comments that related absolutely nothing to softball. But the moment that kid stepped on the field, she was completely focused on nothing but the game. This player really has a bright future ahead of her in softball, and I'm excited to see all she accomplishes during her time here at Towanda. The Offensive Player Award goes to Bree Overpeck. Next is our defensive player. This year's Defensive Player Award goes to a player who is a standout player defensively on the field. This player was solid defensively for us, especially on the mound. This player pitched a total of 96 innings this season and faced a total of 458 batters with a total of 87 strikeouts. This player really grew a lot this season and stepped up as a leader by being voted as a junior team captain. Her knowledge and love of the game are both characteristics that her teammates admire about her and will also make her a standout player on the team. I am so proud of how far this player has come since her freshman year, and I'm excited to see what she does during her senior year. The Defensive Player Award goes to Maddie Maynard. Next is our Booster Club Award. The Booster Club Award is voted on by the team and is given to the person who best exemplifies being a team player for setting an individual example of dedication, support, and boosting the morale of other team members. This girl has done all of the above and then some. She has put in countless hours to this sport and always went above and beyond to be a team player and be a great role model for the rest of the team. She was looked up to by many girls on the team and highly respected by her teammates. This player always made sure that she boosted the morale of other players, whether it was through an encouraging text message or one-on-one talk to another player. The Booster Club Award goes to Lizzie Matera. Next is the Coaches Award. This goes to a player who has a lot of heart, always hustles, does everything you ask without complaining, is always positive, is a coachable player, and always puts in 110% effort into everything they do. All of these characteristics are things that I personally deeply value as a coach. This player is what I call a gamer, and she always showed up ready to practice, ready to play. She was all business when we stepped on the field, whether it was practice or a game. I specifically remember having to move some players around on the field during a game, and this player hadn't really played in the outfield, but I had to put her out there for an inning, and she said, "Okay, coach," like she was ready to go. She went out and did it without a question or complaint. She bounced back and forth between our middle infield positions this year, and she was always cooperative no matter where she played. She warmed up our pitchers during pregame as our backup catcher. I could put her anywhere and know that she was going to give 110% heart and never question or complain about it. She was more of a quiet leader, but she was definitely a leader. The end of the season took a turn for her when she got hurt the last week of her senior year. It was heartbreaking, but she still showed up and supported her team. This player has always worked hard and never complained when she was asked to do something, which is why she is very deserving of this award. The Coaches Award goes to Shay Ackley. And our last award is the Cecil Ingrick Memorial Award. This is given to a senior player who has exhibited qualities of sportsmanship, leadership, and dedication to team accomplishment. They are recognized for their outstanding leadership qualities both on and off the field. This player has displayed outstanding sportsmanship qualities all of the time, at every single practice, every single game, on and off the field. Even when times were tough or we lost a game, she always had something positive to say. She has always stood out as a team leader and really stepped up this year during her senior year. She communicated her thoughts and ideas with the coaches very well and respectfully and made sure that every player on the team felt included. Many players on this team admired and respected this player and looked up to her as a role model. Even myself as a coach admired the way that this player interacted with her teammates and coaches. Her bubbly attitude was contagious, and her outstanding work ethic was something to be admired. This player was constantly building up other players on the team, whether it was through a positive text message or in the team huddle at a practice or game. She's always had every team member's back and truly displayed that she cared about each and every player on the team. I don't know how someone couldn't like this girl, and she really has been such an honor to coach over the past 3 years. I'm truly going to miss coaching this player, and she will certainly leave behind a big pair of shoes to fill in the years to come. This player has time and time again displayed sportsmanship, leadership, and dedication to team accomplishment, which is why this award goes to Lizzie Matera. And this is the 2021 Lady Knights softball team. Next, I'd like to introduce Craig Dawsey for the Newman and Patricia Benson ACE Scholarship Award.
Thank you. What an honor and privilege it is for me to be here tonight to present this award to two outstanding candidates. Newman and Patricia Benson are ardent supporters of our community, and they have a real strong belief in the potential of young people. Mr. Benson passed away some years ago, was a businessman in our community, and at one time he owned part of the Patriots organization. So his real love that he had was for football. But Patricia, his wife, and he were ardent supporters of both women and men's sports, just loved sports. As a matter of fact, as Newman Benson began to get older and his eyesight began to fade, he began to listen to games in the NFL, he listened to college, and he always listened to Towanda football games on Friday nights, and he would call me quite often and say, "Boy, that was a great game, Coach. I really enjoyed that particular play at that time." And I was thinking to myself, you know, you can't see. And the big thing was he could see it in his mind. So he was a really, really tremendous person. He had a secret to success, and it was ACE, ambition, commitment, and excellence. He passed away a few years ago, and his wife called me and asked me if she could start an award, if that would be possible. What do you do to start an award? I say, well, you just say you'd like to start an award. So it was pretty simple from that standpoint. But the thing that she asked was that she didn't know what it was to be called. So we sat on the phone for quite a while, and I remember Newman Benson in my youth, being a bit cavalier in my youth, sat me down one time and talked to me about ACE, ambition, commitment, and excellence. And as most young teenagers or early guys in their early 20s, sound travels slow because what you hear when you're late teens and 20s finally starts to hit you when you're 35 and you start to recognize, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about there. So we came up with the ACE Award, Ambition, Commitment, and Excellence. Now, the first part of this was very important. She wanted it to go to a football player because Newman Benson loved football. He loved athletics overall, but he really had a love for football. And the second piece she said that I would like to have is to make sure a young lady also gets this award. And I said, that's not a problem at all. So the two candidates that were picked are outstanding young people. Watching them grow up, having the privilege and the honor to teach these two young people, it's an honor for me to give this award to them. This award comes with $1,000 that's signed in their name so that they can use for their school purposes next year. But these two award winners, the football player was Clay Watkins, and the young lady was Lizzie Matera. So if you guys could come up here and accept this, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
The next award we'll give is the Bill Ennis Memorial Award. This award is given to the graduating senior who reflects the qualities that Bill exhibited to the district and community, always doing something behind the scenes and not expecting anything in return. Show school spirit and be seen as always doing good things for their teammates, school, and community. This year's recipients are Mason Johnson and Mira Nielsen. Mrs. Stanfield, would you like to join me, or would you just like me to go ahead and proceed? Go ahead, all right. The next award is our Scholar Athlete of the Year Award. And this goes to the two-sport athlete with the highest GPA in their class. Our male recipient is Jaden Wise, and our female is Sailor George. I do have one 12-letter recipient this year, and that goes to Sage Greenland. She earned 12 varsity letters in her career. The PIAA District 4 Male and Female Sportsmanship Awards. Our female recipient is Ava Gannon. Our male recipient is Clay Watkins. This year, the PIAA District 4 Outstanding Female Athlete is Erin Barrett. This year, the PIAA District 4 Outstanding Male Athlete goes to Jaden Wise. So we have one other award that is presented on Wednesday, and that is the NTL Athletic Director Student Athlete of the Year, and that is a virtual awards ceremony on Wednesday night at 6. Just going to ask these two folks to just stand to be recognized. Our female nominee is Mira Nielsen, and our male nominee is Jaden Wise. Again, I want to thank you all for coming. It's nice to have everybody back here in person. I want to thank you. Have a great summer. Major award winners, the award winners come up here to the stage so we can get pictures done. Thank you.